Hey everybody, it's Tim hitting the beach of the marching arts. I am here with Jeff Young, the director of camps at Music for All. Jeff, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Tim?
I'm doing great. It's exciting. We're at that time of the year where everybody's sort of starting to wrap things up. We're having final concerts. Everybody's really starting to plan for next year, and they're planning for their summer. And one of the exciting things happening this summer, of course, is the Music for All Summer Symposium is back. Everybody, it's happening again in person, June 27th through July 2nd, with the Leadership Weekend right before that. Jeff, I know you're sort of in charge of those camps, so you're probably really busy right now.
Yeah, this is kind of crunch time for us in the office. We want to make sure that we're doing everything we can behind the scenes to make it, the best experience for both the students and the directors as we approach that week of camp. I think we only have 48 more days until we see the first students on campus. So
Wow.
we're working on logistics and schedules and faculty and just getting the right mix of people in there right now.
It's going to be really exciting. So we're here today to everybody to talk about scholarship opportunities for the Summer Symposium, which I think not everybody knows about. And Jeff, I think is a great conversation we having. Before we say that, I want to make sure everybody, there are a lot of conversations about the Summer Symposium that we've been having here at the Marching Roundtable. So if you go to Marching Arts Education and just click on where it says BOA, and then right there you'll see Summer Symposium Series, you'll be able to find all those conversations. We're talking with the different caption heads of all the stuff that's going on, the Directors Academy, the color guard stuff, the percussion stuff, the marching stuff. It's all very exciting. So you can find those conversations to learn more about all of this. It's been really fun to have those conversations. But Jeff, let's talk about scholarship opportunities. I don't think I even knew this was part of this. This is very exciting.
Well, yeah, a lot of people don't, and that's why I really wanted to get the word out on this. Our camp with if you use the code 100 camp or 100 marching, depending on what session or division of camp that you want to attend. If you use the code 100 camp or 100 marching, you can get $100 off registration right now. Having said that, though, it's still $849, and that's not a small amount of money to almost every family. And so we just want a couple things. The American Camp Association is an association that we belong to since we do run summer camp, and according to their data, between 2019 and 2020, the cost of overnight camps went up about 5%. And then between 20 and 21, it went up another 5%. And between 21 and 22, they were expecting more like a 10% jump in average camp costs. And if you look at average camp costs for overnight week-long camps, if we were charging the average, our camp would be about $1,800 for the week. And so although $849 is a lot of money, it is not out of line with the low end of what averages are across the country. So, when you think about all of the opportunities that those students get to do it in the evenings with the concerts, the world-class faculty that they come in contact with, and room and board at a great university, I mean, you can't get it under that. So, having said that, though, for people who it is impossible to come together or come up with that $849, I want to talk about a few of the scholarship opportunities we have. So if you are a student and you are just in anywhere in the United States of America, if you go to camp.musicforall.org/scholarships, you'll see an example of some of the scholarships there. And we have one called the Tang Family Scholarship Fund. And 3 students will have a full ride to camp paid for by this scholarship. And the deadline for that application is May 15th. So that is coming up really quickly. Today's the 9th that we're talking. So you got about 6 days to get that application done. And again, that is any student who can show need. They need a recommendation from their director and to write an essay. And the information is on there. If you're from Marion County, Indianapolis, there are both partial scholarships and full scholarships that you can apply for. If you're an Indianapolis public school student, talk to your high school director and they will know more about that. Directors, okay, you have to listen right now. If you are a high school or a middle school band director and you've never attended the Summer Symposium, Yamaha has graciously given us a bunch of scholarships. Okay, so full scholarship, first time people coming, first time directors whether you're middle school, high school, or percussion specialist. So we have 15 scholarships for directors for camp provided by Yamaha, and that's a full scholarship. And then we have another 25 full scholarships for first time percussion specialist academy attendees. Now, what that is,
Wow.
and I don't know if we've talked much about this on the podcast, Tim, but so the PSA is a part of our director academy where, you are not a licensed high school teacher maybe, but you teach percussion full time. So that PSA Percussion Specialist Academy, that's a group of people that typically don't get paid, what a classroom teacher would get paid. And so Yamaha is really aware of that, and they want to make sure that those percussion specialists have an opportunity to learn from the best of the best. So that's why there's so many Percussion Specialist Academy scholarships this year. And I can tell you that not many people have signed up yet. So
Right. No,
yes,
that's wonderful.
good time to do that.
So let me say something about that, because one of the things I think that the work that I do here at Marching Arts Education, one of our concepts is like, that's exactly the population that needs help. Like you think about like guard instructors, percussion instructors, a lot of times they have a lot of skill, they have a lot of talent, they know a lot, but they don't have a lot of support. They're not making a lot of money doing that, or there's a lot of things they need to know. So gosh, a percussion specialist who's out there working with groups, can you imagine
There's
having
a reason.
whole week where you can soak up all that information? You're going to come away from that with so much great information to help you.
Yeah, and there's a reason why a lot of marching and movement instructors, color guard instructors, and percussion specialists teach drum corps and the fall and the winter. Because that is how they make a living, and we are just excited to offer those scholarships for those individuals because we know that it's challenging to come up with that amount of money, but you need it in order to be the best you can be. And learning from people like Tony Lyman and Cliff Walker, and John Weber and Dave Gerhardt and Neil Larrabee, and like all these guys who are going to be helping us teach the Percussion Special Academy. It's going to be awesome.
So how does somebody go if there are percussion specialists out there? Listen, everybody, if you know somebody, and we all know somebody that could use this week of and a scholarship to help get there, Jeff, where do they go? How do they do this?
camp.musicforall.org. And if you scroll down to the middle of the page, there's a button that says scholarships, or you can just go directly to camp.musicforall.org/scholarships. And you can see on the left-hand side is student scholarships. On the right-hand side is director scholarships. And there's application links in all those. Some of the scholarships are just, a couple $100, just a little bit of, hey, maybe you could chip in a few hundred and your parents could chip in a few hundred, and the rest could be, this scholarship. Some of them are full rides. And, if you have any questions about that, you can also contact me at jeff.y@musicforall.org.
Well, the thing about scholarships, Jeff, is, first off, you got nothing to lose by applying, right? And you're not going to get it if you don't apply,
Right.
So, there's great opportunities out there. Why not you, everybody? If you're watching this, or somebody that could use this help, make sure they know about this. Camp.musicforall.org is the place to find out all about the Summer Symposium and all the camps that are going on. Jeff, that's amazing. That's a lot of help for a lot of, especially those percussion instructors. Like, we need to all get the word out about this.
Yeah, and Yamaha, that's tens of thousands of dollars in scholarships that they're providing. This, and they came to us with that, and we were just so thrilled to get that out there. But we don't have all of those. We don't even have enough applications yet to give those away. So if you're listening to this and you've never attended as a director, sign up right now. Don't wait on that. Now, there's a couple opportunities, if you have attended before. I was just talking with somebody who was at a Title I school in Alabama the other day, and he was planning on going to his superintendent and using some Title I school funds to come to camp, because there are funds out there that both at the district level and at the building level that will help people to go, improve their continuing education, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you just have to ask again. Go into your administration, your administrative office, and like tell me, like what's possible. How can I get help? And I can tell you, everybody, that if you share that with them why you're excited about wanting to go, what you're going to get out of it, what you're going to bring back to your students and to their school, they'll probably help you find some money to get there. I think that's you just have to let them know what your need is and why.
Yeah, and we really focus there. There's a couple sessions that everyone is required to attend if you're a director on ethics. And if you're just talking with your administrators and saying, look, if nothing else, I'm going to be able to come away from this week saying, I've learned the most up to date language that I can about ethics in working with high schoolers. And that's really important these days. These school systems want to know that you're up to date with what's appropriate, what's not, what are the best practices.
Yeah, it's great. You just got to make your case, everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm amazed, Jeff. So you're saying that there are a lot of scholarships sitting there waiting to be taken. So everybody go to camp.musicforall.org, scroll down, find that scholarship tab, and find out what's available, whether you're a student or you're a director. And if you're watching this and you know anybody that could benefit from these, please tell them to go and check it out. I mean, Jeff, it's a great opportunity. And I think a lot of people are thinking, oh, maybe I can't afford it. Well, okay, there's help. And sometimes that's all you need, a little bit to get you over that edge where you're like, okay, well now it's suddenly in my budget,
Right. And they'll be there next year too. So just keep that in mind,
Wow.
and if you're a student listening to this, you have all year to save up for 2023 camp. And that's something that's very doable, asking friends and family members and your band boosters, your director, your friends and family, little donations here and there, and all of a sudden you get to go to this amazing camp week, basically, for whatever you can afford. And we really want all aspect. We want a cross section of the United States at our camp. We don't want to just have camp for people who have lots of money. That's not what this camp is all about. We're trying to provide experiences, positively life-changing experiences for students from all over and all walks of life.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned about raising the funds that way, because we created a presentation. Anybody can find this at Marching Arts Education, called Paying for Drum Corps. And it's the same kind. It's really like paying for any musical kind of camp or experience that you want to do for it. And it talks about that sort of figuring out how much do I need? How do I budget that? And then it gives you all these strategies. And you're absolutely right. There's no reason that someone who can't maybe even figure out how to go this year or can't get it scheduled or whatever, start planning ahead. If you're a student, you have a whole year to use all those tools, figure out how to get those donations. Jeff, one of the things we talk about in that hour-long Paying for Drum Corps presentation is simply, maybe tell everybody for the holidays, like if you give Christmas presents, just tell, Aunt Susie, don't buy me whatever, just give me a donation. Here's why I want to go to camp. And I can tell you, Aunt Susie and your grandmother or whoever, they're going to love being able to give you an experience and help you make that dream come true.
Yeah, they want ideas my mom's always asking me still to this day, what do you want for your birthday?
Right. Yeah. That's great. So there's lots and lots of ways to make this happen. And now we know that there are scholarships that are available as well. And that's just amazing. And you mentioned a bunch of different ones for different types of populations, different people's situations. So everybody go check that out and see if you qualify or someone qualifies.
And I've been sending out emails to people in various areas, but I'm happy to zoom into your classroom and just talk to your students about camp, or just call me and we can talk about the scholarships as well. I'm doing some classroom visits here in the Indianapolis area over the next week. So if you're an Indiana director and you just want me to come in and talk to your students about camp, or if whatever, I'm going to a couple different classrooms in the next 2 days. I'll be in the Dallas area next week doing the same thing. And actually we're meeting with, I can't really say who and where yet, but we're meeting about one of our first satellite camps that we're going to be doing in 2023. We're going to be doing, a shorter, concise version of the summer symposium, hopefully in a number of areas around the country starting next year. So first one going to be in the North Dallas area, and we're looking forward to sharing more information about that as well.
That's exciting. So it makes it even more accessible for people all over everywhere to have this great Music for All Summer Symposium experience. Jeff, you're doing great work. Thank you for all the hard work you're doing. Thanks for helping me have this conversation today and let everybody know that there are scholarship opportunities available. So everybody go to go to camp.musicforall.org, find the scholarship tab on down the page, and you'll find it. Or what's the other address?
camp.musicforall.org/scholarships.
I love it. It's such a great opportunity. Thank you, Jeff, and thank you to Yamaha and everybody else that's making those possible. What do you want to say as we're closing?
I just want to say, you get a lot of emails and from different organizations, and you probably get a lot of emails from us at Music for All, but take time to just to read through them quickly each month. We are here for you. If you're a high school teacher of any kind, we want to be a resource for you, and just want to continue to connect with band directors across the country. And please reach out if you need anything. jeff.y@musicforall.org.
All right. Well, thank you for all the hard work you're doing. This is very exciting. Everybody's Summer Symposium is back on June 27th through July 2nd with the Leadership Weekend, June 25 through 27. Jeff, it's going to be great. So many people are excited. By the way, everybody, go to that Symposium series page at our website and find that there's a recent conversation with Nola Jones, Jeff Young, Greg Bim,
That was a good one.
Beth Fabrizio, and who else did I miss? Oh, Susan Smith.
Susan Smith was on there.
Yeah, such a great conversation. Talking about their excitement for it, what they get out of it, great memories that they've had of like really life-changing things that have happened while they were there. Jeff, I love that they were calling it Midwest in Shorts. I think that's such a cool thing, and it's a way to make connections, learn, have a great experience, and get ready to be inspired and ready for your next school year.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. It was great. Thanks everybody for watching. Go out and check out those scholarship pages. Thank you.